It's always good when it gets stuck at a gas pump. Sounds fun. If you've seen from our latest videos on the channel, I bought a lot of cars and it's not stopping, right? But let's say you buy a new car, you get it off the lot, you're super excited, and what's the next step? Well, you have to register your car. So now we need to go to the DMV, which luckily I have a really great lady that helps me with the DMV paperwork, helps me skip the lines and all that crazy stuff. And to be honest, I have a dealer's license and I probably could get my own little window thing over there, but I don't really deal with all that stuff. I hand the paperwork off to Winnie, but I thought this would be a really interesting video to make because we just purchased, let's say, all right, look, let me just show you. We've got one tow truck, Ghost, G-Wagon, Hummer, brand new 2020 Mustang, and we haven't picked up the Dodge, the Hellcat or the Corvette paperwork yet, and we have not received the 720 or Urus paperwork as well. So we don't know what those are gonna be, but right now we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
What about the car you got 2 days ago?
7. We have 7 cars to register today, okay? That's literally probably more than $500,000 in cars that we need to register. Brand new vehicles have what's called an MSO, and that's one of the reasons why we don't have the Urus one yet, because the MSO wasn't available. And so we're waiting on that. That one's got a temporary tag on it, so that one probably come in about 2 weeks. And the 720 is the same exact thing. I haven't even made a video about that car yet, so maybe I'll make a video. Why don't we just take that one? Let's take that one to the DMV. No, maybe we should take the G-Wagon to the DMV. I'm not sure. Which one do you think I should take to the DMV?
Definitely the 720.
All right, cool. We're doing a 720 to the DMV. The G-Wagon looks really cool too, but it's in the back because I drove it to Napa right now. Anyways, we got to go to the DMV and find out how much all this costs. So if you guys give an estimate, Nevada has the 2nd highest registration cost in the entire United States. All right, it's a percentage based on the MSRP, not the purchase price and not the current value. The MSRP. Now it diminishes over time, yes, but it's based on the MSRP of the car, which is crazy, okay? For instance, a lot of states do flat rate, every car's the same price. Alaska, Montana, Oregon, a bunch of other states on the East Coast do that. In the Midwest, they do that. Hawaii actually registers the cars based on the weight of the car. But certain states, like I know Delaware has a crazy registration. I believe that's the highest one. The Nevada state is the craziest, and we need to register these cars here because I've got to keep some cars here for our license to be active here. Some cars can go to Alaska for our license to be active there, and some cars go to California. Some cars can go to Utah. We've got licenses in every state. So when you're a rental car company, you've got licenses all across the country, and you need to keep those active by making sure that there are certain cars registered there on the ground and they can be moved around through the country. So just like Hertz, Enterprise, you know, we pay our taxes during the rental, so it's very complicated, but you know, there's no stopping. Everybody wants all their money. So the Nevada Department of DMV Vehicles is no exception. Let's get there and see how much this is gonna cost. It's always good when it gets stuck at a gas pump. Makes life miserable, because now we gotta figure out how to move it around, and if it doesn't go to neutral, then we're pushing it. Sounds fun. Well, that's probably not gonna start. So we're gonna just remove the brake, and I am going to attempt to push it backwards. So, because it's actually in like the worst spot to do this. So let's see if this is gonna work out for me. I gotta get it over there. Making moves. Making it happen. It's a good workout for the day. You know? That's all you need. If you own a McLaren, you can just get your workout in by towing it. Good news for me. I don't have to go to the gym later. Not that I would ever go to the gym, but you know, it helps. I'm gonna put it right here and then turn the truck around. Oh. Sundays. Man, it's leg day. Oh man, this is a good one. Okay, hold on. It's uphill. Okay. Okay, stay right here. Now I'm gonna move the truck. So I've got good news and bad news. The good news is the 720 is getting rented. The bad news is we're not gonna drive it to go to the DMV anymore. So I decided to take the Ghost instead. I've only driven this car once, and I thought I'd give it another shot. I love it. I actually really enjoy Rolls Royces. They're just so beautiful and smooth. They just kind of lack power. Not in a negative, I mean, in S63 compared to Ghost power, huge power difference. As far as the car physically driving under its own capabilities, it's perfectly normal. I mean, we can just show you right here. It's like, it's not slow at all, you know, but it's not a speed demon either. It's a twin turbo V12. It's a great motor. It's just not one that is a race car. So, all right, we're on our way to the dealer, the Dodge dealer, because we need to pick up the two. They're called green slips, although they're white pieces of paper. They're basically now called the Nevada Dealer Reported Sale, so DRS forms. So those right there we got to pick up, and they transfer the titles for us. So we got to get that piece of paper, and we'll be able to register all these cars. This is important today. All right, so we don't have our race ramps yet, so I'm going to use these ridiculously long pieces of wood. So we put this in right here. All right, Robson, don't do that yet. Wood down, leave it right there. Just put the wood down. So basically you're gonna stick one right under the tire, and then the other one about 1.5 feet away from it, so it can climb to the second piece. All right? Then we gotta get the winch out. There's a faster way to get the winch out, I've learned. This piece right here, we move this forward. All right, it's gonna allow us to just pull that winch out. Like this. Okay. To here. Two-handed job. Where's your second piece of wood there?
It's there, I just want to make sure it's all lined up.
Change this now. Because now we're gonna use the winch backwards. Okay, let's get this bed down. This piece right here has to stabilize it. We gotta align the red knob control before tilting the bed. So we're pretty good right here. We can go in and then tilt the bed down. All right, so then we're gonna have solid. See, we're like solid right there. But we don't need to tilt it that far. We gotta tilt it back a little bit more. So we just want that to be on the floor. So we're gonna need to get the car forward a little bit more. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna pull it, but you're gonna have to put those, see the wood's gotta be under the bed. So I'm gonna pull the car forward a little bit, but you need to move the wood forward. Normally we wouldn't have to do this, but the damn wood's so long, I should have cut it before I got here, but we didn't have the time. So let's just get this one fixed. I'm not sure if you're learning anything, Robson.
I don't know why we didn't just back up the truck.
Because the truck doesn't need to get backed up. We need the bed length. Okay, can you go steer the car? Looks good. Straighten it out. All right, now let me lower the bed a little more down. Now the lift, I don't think is gonna come up because the car doesn't run. All right, so let's see if we can get this lift up.
Yeah, vehicle lift unavailable.
Damn it. All right, well, we're gonna be sliding this. This is glossy, so we're good. And it didn't even touch. We have the scrape armor under there anyways. Not a big deal. Rob said, can you come over just a tad bit to this side here? And then I'll tell you when to straighten it out. Keep going. Stay straight. So we're gonna go up a little bit more. All right, that's good right there. So let me flatten this thing out. You know, I'm learning. Look, if I didn't do it right, I didn't break it, so I'm happy. I've got to strap it down, take it back to the office, unload it. We don't need to worry about that part. But likely, it's obviously due to the starting, flywheel. There's some weird springs in these flywheels that sometimes come loose. I've replaced half of them on here. And, you know, we are just basically making the best we can with these McLarens. I probably am gonna start buying a whole bunch of new ones now because these cars, they just can't drive past 25, 30, 40,000 miles. I mean, this car has 38,000 miles on it, and it's had a lot of small, tiny issues. Not major stuff, small, tiny issues. So at the end of the day, it's not gonna kill us, but it's also not good. All right, so after signing like 400 pieces of paper right now, I handed off the paperwork to Winnie. She's going inside. She's gonna do all the dirty work for me, sit at the desk and do it. So in Vegas, we have, you know, probably a lot of places have this, but we've got people that go to the DMV for you, like DMV service representatives. So you pay them, like she charges me, I don't know, she's gonna charge me a couple $100 and she's gonna do all of the desk work, and they don't really have to wait in line. They just make their own appointment. It's kind of like a little business over there. So, you know, they do that for me, and then she'll call me in about an hour, and I'll just go grab some lunch, and I'll find out what the damage was, because I'm sure it's gonna be very, very expensive. I'm kind of thinking that, judging by what I think we're gonna spend maybe $6,000, something close to there. We didn't get the 720, the Urus, and the Hummer on because the Hummer needs a smog, and since it doesn't currently run, I don't know, it's not going to be able to smog, so we didn't get that one on there. But we got GT500, Mercedes G63, Rolls-Royce Ghost, the tow truck, the Hellcat, and the Corvette. So all 6 of those cars, I assume, we're going to be roughly around $7,000. Now the Corvette probably be about 900, Hellcat 900, Ghost probably 2,200. The tow truck, probably 1,500, and GT500, $2,000. Man, actually, adding it all in my head sounds like it's going to be more than 6,000.